System lies the planet of Pauper. Here the most dangerous minds are held captive by wizards who rule the planet with an iron fist in an attempt to silence the common people's uprising known as Pauperganda. But two have defied the odds, escaping the planet and spreading their dangerous knowledge throughout the galaxy. Aboard the deck of the SS metagame, they broadcast their message of hope.
Hey everybody, it's Deluxe, and I'm wondering if I am alone today. I don't see anybody in the chat. If you're there, please chime in. Hey, Sir Rosamond's there. Okay, just wanted to at least see one person chime in. Today we've got this deck that, well, rewind a little bit. Methonical and I both took a slightly different build of Rally Gond to the challenge last week. He did way better than I did. I broke even money. He got in the top 8. But it got me thinking about Faithless Looting, and the majority of the time that Gond wins, at least for me, it was with the just all-out attack via, where is it? Rally the Peasants. Yeah, Rally the Paupers, all that stuff. Nimtimsky and Lovecraft, hey, what's up? Oh, there we go. Here's everybody showing up. Hello there. Olesh in the house. Monolith 301. Prismatic Strands. So I know this will be good. And World Hates Paul. Greetings from Indiana. Nice to see ya. So yeah, I made this deck, and typical of any like new deck you make, it like seemed undefeated the first 5 or 6 matches. And then I took it to a league and I got 3-2. I think I lost to Teachings and some other. I won't screw up the feed thinking about it. But anyway, so here's the mana. We got 4 Ash Barrens, 4 Garrisons, 1 Mountain. The rest are Plains, and we got 3 Crags. Our creature count is 4 Doomed Travelers, 3 Sacred Cats. I like 3 instead of 4 because I usually like to pitch them to Faithless Looting so that you can bring them back later. So you kind of want them a little bit later. 4 Wardens, 4 Souls Attendant, a little bit of Soul Sisters package. We got 3 Lootings, 1 Enlistment. I mean, between these, right, we got to make it deluxe. 4 Battle Screeches, 3 Prismatic Strands, 2 Rally the Peasants, 4 Squadron Hawk. Again, really good at filling up your hand to pitch if the skies are clogged. 2 Raise the Alarm. That's kind of the floating spot. You could either go with Standard Bears here, maybe 2 more Journey's Main, depending on the metagame, and all 4 Lumithread Fields. I did this because it's a creature. Half of this deck is creatures. If you really look at the math right, 30 you can make, or 30 of the cards make creatures, even though it only says 19 here. In our sideboard, we've got 3 Shaman, 4 Pyroblast, 2 Flaring Pain. I was arrived at. I didn't play Fairy Macabre I got talked out of it by Methonical yesterday. We were chatting and going back and forth with plans, this and that, and his main point that I gathered, I also had Mob Justice in this for a while, was, how often are you casting Mob Justice for like 15 or more? And it was like, well, this has a lot of swarming stuff, but 15's, you've already won the game. So I kind of tailored back on that. Holy Light for just all the shenanigans of Delver and Elves. Standard Bear to catch all the pieces of combo. And these for, Gurmag Anglers, a Togs Affinity matchup, that sort of thing. So without further ado, we're going to jump in and see, hopefully, if we can get some W's with this beast. How's everybody doing? Yes, I have Glasses of Urza. One of our friends out there, Casey Brenneman, I think is how you pronounce it, suggested I didn't even know there were glasses like that, and since then I actually have my eyes tested. They're very good, but I got a prescription thing coming next week. Until then, these are kind of like computer anti-glare glasses, and boy, do they make a difference. When I go like this, it's night and day as far as just like you feel almost like a radiation in your eyes. So it's going to be kind of my look from here on out. So yes, Rally the Poppers. All right, yes, we want to go first, and I don't expect to do as good as last week, but we'll keep this. What I want to say real quick, with this deck, with all the 1-drops and with looting, it kind of plays like blue with Ponder and Preordain. You're able to keep stuff. Kind of a clunky, slow hand here, but what I like about the Lumithread Fields, I mean, they're a creature if you want them to be, the only card of its kind like this. And in games 2 and 3, maybe if they're on Stomp or whatever, you got 4 open slots just like that. It's pretty cool. Is the Mana Tithe viable in Pauper? I think it is. I hate falling for it. Look at these sexy specs as little fight. All right. Okay, let me play this and just get through it. And I apologize if you hear any like booming in the background. My wife is blaring Dunkirk. I've seen it before and she hadn't, so she needed something to do while I was nerding out with you guys, and so here we are. All right, looks like we're either on hexproof or slivers maybe. Let's see. Well, this could be starting better, but I'm gonna go look for land while we got it. I mean, we've got so many pitch designs here. We don't really need our Lumithreads in this. Woo, I'm glad I did that. Okay, well, we'll throw out this and one of these, and we'll pass the turn. Hopefully we find a land. We do run 22, so it should be coming up here. Nice downshift, says Nimchimsky. Yes, M25 is looking awesome. I've got the spoiler up right here, actually, and it keeps showing up. Let's see, we've got 237, 241. We're only 8 cards away. Looks like Lull, Croshan Tuster, Plummet, Presence of Gone made it back in. Good stuff. Oh, it's always fun to follow that up, so... What I like most so far about the glasses, other than the ease of looking at stuff, oh, it's hexproof, is you all know I've always felt weird about having. I just was born with bags under my eyes, and these kind of they camouflage it. So I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, well, we're going to be needing some life, but none of that persuasion. I'm going to bring this out, and we've got Prismatic Strands in the yard. But I haven't experienced this bad of a mana screw for a while. Here I was saying like, hey, look, we're proof. We're invulnerable to this, but the life package shows up. This deck can deal some hideous amounts of damage via Rally the Peasants. So unless it gets upwards of 50, I'm not too worried. I mean, any life gains kind of sucks, but we'll see. Shame the blasts weren't downshifted. The blasts. Which blasts are you talking about, Shirazaman? All right. Here we are, and I had yesterday off. There we go. Okay. Well, we've got some blockers, but right now I'm just going to build up the Soul Sisters package. One cool thing I want to go over real quick. When you do these, if you've in the past, a lot of times I've timed out running Soul Sisters, and it's really frustrating. Methodical had a really cool tip for me. If you just click left to right and make sure that you've got, right to left, excuse me. Make sure you do these without F6ing, and then it kind of pays for itself. The second you hit F6, though, you can kind of screw things up if you haven't set all your triggers. But yeah, it's opposite of reading. It's right to left, and it's been working wonders so far. So mana's feeling okay. We'll get our flying package up here soon. We kind of want one more mana. What's also nice about Squadron Hawk being back in here, real quickly, I know, well, with Squadron Hawk, let me finish my thought, is that it's kind of able to go find you the land because you've got that much less probability. Also, there's so much, this is so vulnerable to electricity style effects that what I wanted to do was build a deck that just had it built in. My first version of this had Ramosian Rally and stuff, and just slowly kind of kept bringing it back to where it wasn't so defensive minded. So Lovecraft, let's see, sure, become spectacle. Any downshifts and scars caught your eye? Not so far. I'm sure there's a few that have missed my gaze, but looks like a pretty fun set. Okay, well, let's start getting the goods out here. We're kind of playing even on life. We're going to want to triple block this pretty soon and stop his life from happening. Let's go get our little min out here. Probably be able to keep the life a little bit equalized here. This is just the little engine that could deck, but like I said, it seems really vulnerable, and it is, to electricity, but that's why I run all 4 of these. Then you have Prismatic Strands, and I forget, there's 1 or 2 other tech cards in there that can kind of save it, but after the sideboard, and it gets to be a good time. So it's kind of like I took what I liked of Gond and what I didn't like, which was kind of the inconsistency and kind of the really I wouldn't say sketchy mana base. It comes through a lot, but it's just that struggle. There's some games where it just falls flat, and being more aggro minded, I wanted to go for it. Hods is in the house. Hey, only 3 potentials: Downshift, Court Hussar, Loyal Sentry, and Hordeling Outburst. I can't, maybe somebody can bring those up in the bot so we can all see them one by one. That might be cool. Yeah, I had Impact Tremors in a first build of this, and I took it out. It was just too cutesy. Might be good against Tron. Mob Justice is another option, but in the end, I just wanted Flaring Pain. What I hope I really don't see is that damn Stonehorn Dignitary deck. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I showed you, or I think I illustrated how I just got obliterated by that Stonehorn Dignitary lock. I did not know those effects looped. That was depressing. So I'm going to drop this. So we've got Prismatic Strands in the yard. Once we get 2 flyers out, I'm going to go for broke. And we'll... I mean, once we have 3 flyers out, excuse me. I wish I could kill this somehow. I'm in love with Doom Traveler. I just love that card. But again, try to keep your cats in your hand for, yeah, I'll use the ability. That's just a superstition of mine. For when you can discard to the Faithless Looting, which we can turn on now. But so now we're kind of pulling even and keeping his life in check. He doesn't really want to play creatures. What we really don't want to see here is an Orin-Arlid. We'll drop this. Play this, and I think we'll even it up. I mean, look, we're at 24. It seemed like kind of like, oh crap, but this thing just churns life. So Pillage gives red access to 3. Yes, Cannon Spectacle, you said it. Pillage is probably the one I'm most excited about, but I haven't looked too closely, so don't hold me to that. Just because that sheer signal to noise ratio of land destruction is so high now that I think even I would run Sandstone Needle to kind of have that ritual effect, so you always have a turn 2 land destruction spell. Might be pretty cool, except you just need that finisher, and I do not think that the Evoke Land Destruction creature is the answer. I like that 4/1 haste guy. You just float it for 1 red and blow up lands, and then, you know, got 5 attack turns, but we'll see. Balduvian Horde is back. Yes, that one looks pretty cool, but again, it's like, it just shows the power of Pauper. I'm really skeptical about how that's actually going to pan out. So, all right. We've got blockers. I guess we don't really need the Lumithread Field. I'll say no on that. Hooking life on that. So we've got Prismatic Strands in the yard, looting in hand. What could he do? Throw down a mask. We block. So actually, the most important thing here isn't the field. It's just going to be sheer amounts of. We want to go get Rally the Paupers. So hopefully we can turn that up. Can even throw it in the yard if we want to. Discard 2 cards. I'll throw out the Lumithread in the plains. We'll play yet another creature. Gain some life. Good times. And go from here. Monolith says, did someone mention Savannah Lions? Yes. I don't think that's actually going to... I mean, I think there'll be a deck similar to this that maybe has, what's that big Goliath suspend creature that taps all non-white creatures. But we've already had the pretty much Savannah Lions in what's that 2/1 that has already been printed. So it might hit that critical limit where you can come out as fast as goblins and maybe pump it up with defensive triggers and such. But, oh crap, I meant to not attack. See, I'm talking too much. Oh well, we're still gaining life. We'll be all right. I meant to triple block with the damn Hawks there. All right, well, that's got worse. Now we're going to need to quadruple or even more than that block. It might not even be worth it. Yeah, we'll keep letting him get us. We're still gaining enough life here. So he's got double swing there. Just don't want any first strike shenanigans. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking we can pitch this. We've got 1, 2, 3 flyers. We're going to need 2 more. So we kind of need a, not kind of, what we really need is, what's it called? The flashback birds. You know what I'm saying? Ah, losing it. All right. Throw this back. Okay, well, we don't need this, and we can get that at any time. I'll play... I kind of want 6 mana, so I can double flashback Rally if we get it. And we can throw into... I don't think the bird's going to do us much here. I guess we could play it. We'll attack. Whambo! I wish we could block with our Doom Traveler and turn him flying, but not in the cards. Okay, we'll go like this and this, just in case he's got Ancestral Mask and wants to shut the door. We'll be able to at least do something, kind of reset our life a little bit here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Let's see if we can get it. We're going to be able to loot next turn. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 24. Not enough quite yet. I don't really want him to gain that much life, though, but I'm going to let him. This is getting out of control with these double triggers. 43 life to 18. Got to come up with an answer here pretty quick. He's sticking on that package. Okay. Well, I'm going to go like this. We'll play the garrison. We'll return the plane. And then we'll draw 2 cards. Hopefully, we like one of them. Yuck. Well, it's good we didn't draw that, right? It's getting close to time to fog here. Not sure how many more of these attacks we can take. Had no lands in the beginning of the game, and now we kind of have all lands. Let's rock like this. Sends Enlistment come online next turn, give us a little bit of life. We're kind of thankful he doesn't have the mask here. Triceratops, good to see you. And Wing Chung 4, what's up, Deluxe? Good to see you. Told my friend to hit you up, so thanks for that again. Oh, okay. Who's your friend? I forget. We get lots of nice love out there lately, so be specific, please. All right. What's this new devilry? Oh, it's going to fight something. Let's see. It can fight something. Well, let's see what it chooses first. Is it going to choose my little birdie? What's he choosing? He's choosing that dude. Well, I'm going to keep my life here. I'll drop this for green. I got 2 more in the deck. We should turn them up pretty soon, but gosh, we've already been through a few here. Here we go. Still attacking. That's cool. Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we could kill him here if we draw right, and we don't. Well, but we do draw this, so we'll discard this, gain a bunch of life. Pretend that we have strands. If we drew the whatchamacallits for the Rally the Peasants there, I think we would have won, but instead he's going to gain 16 life next turn. I think a mask gets us close, but I just want to represent that I've got it, and plus much better than being able to save all this life gaining for, I mean, that's 8 life in my hand. Yikes, that's going to hurt bad. There's half our life. Now he's going to gain a hell of a lot more than that. Hello, wowee, says Brazilla. Yeah, this is an interesting match. I'm sure he's got a handful of creatures, doesn't want me to gain life, but all right. We're up against it. 1 mask, 1 other armor, 1 pretty much anything, and we're toast, but we can draw stuff too. That helps a little bit. I just really need to be able to, this double life gain is what's really shutting the door on us here. And we'll discard this, gain a whole bunch of life. Hopefully it's enough. Keep in this. We've got Standard Bearer for match 2. Looks like he's running the cartouche package though, so that's something we got to watch out for. Yes, we want to yield. See, it still screws up sometimes. We're 28. Let's attack. We're still gaining life with the little cat. Wing Chun. Oh, my bad. I meant pro magic player who need a little bit of basic video work. I'm excited for the potential to work on a stream since he's a streamer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I talked to somebody a few months ago, but it didn't really go anywhere. They said they were going to contact me, but I'm probably a little too pricey for most. It's a little favor, that's one thing, but when they need like full-blown work, it's like I got to do my hey, Mike Man's back. I wasn't gone. I just lost the labyrinth below deck. Oh, okay, yeah, that was getting pretty messy down there. Thanks for cleaning that up, Mike Man. I didn't mean to call you out. I was just like, hey, it's been a few weeks. Where's our best dude? I was like, where's he been? Wanted to give you some love. We're getting trumped here. This is Life Central. I'm 5 minutes down. What's going on here? All right. I don't think Rally's going to save us much here. There's triple Armadillo Cloak. I don't know if I got an out for this main. I don't. That'll help. What is this thing? 15. Good grief. We'll make it fun at least. Never dead. Whoa! All right. Let's tap this back, baby. Go like this. We'll gain a little bit of life. Not as much as him, though. This is called the Life Classic. Sponsored by some sort of vitamin out there. That little engine that could. Can't really envision a scenario. If we draw a double... Well, we got to remember, we still have Prismatic Strands, so that'll reset. We'll be able to swing, knock him down. If we can get him around the 50 range, a double... We have the mana for a double Rally the Peasants. We can go for it. Scoop, says Olesh. Never! All right. Come on. I put him on like 4 boggles in his hand. He's not playing any. Let's see. Take 17. I don't think games 2 and 3 will go this long, so I'm just going to see. Come on, baby. Do we even have it? Let's see. If he has any spell, we lose here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flyers. All I need is like 10 more. We got this. All right. And thanks again to Methodical. Helped me in the last minute with the mana base. I liked it the other way too, but this way we just went back and forth and a little less susceptible to Chittering Rat lockouts and stuff with 4 Ash Barrens main. And hey, you got them, why not use them, right? Alrighty, he's drawing a card. He's getting bigger. He's at 9. What's this going to put him at? Does this put him over the edge because of the armor combo? Let's see. Depends what he draws, I guess. Where are Prismatic Strands? We only drew 1. We have 2 Rally, which is kind of equal to 4. Given the number of cards we've got out. If he shows me a mask here, obviously it's scoop time. Pretty much any enchantment here is scoop time. Might have been scoop time about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, you got to make sure not to be capped up when you do the list, guys. That's kind of a common mess up. We're supposed to be the ones ahead on life. What's going on? Pop, 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 pop. Okay, wonder what he's waiting for here. Getting ready to concede for the game 1. If you didn't catch us last week, we took Mezzo's list to a nice 5-0. So I was like, hey, I felt a little roguey after playing like the main devil out there. So just found this idea yesterday and fine-tuned it and was like, hey, this is pretty meta-slanted right now, I thought. Okay, we'll scoop here, unless he's obviously going to go get something that's going to put him way over the top. Put an L there. The one bad thing about glasses, can't put a pencil behind my ear like I like to. Booyah! All right. Well, Standard Bearer is going to come in. We've already got Prismatic Strands. Lumithread Field is going to go out altogether. And I think we might be able to bring in Holy Light. Non-white creatures get -1/1. I think that's better than most. We could maybe bring in a Flaring Pain. Can someone look up the list they're playing and see if they're of the Fog Persuasion or Moment's Peace? That'd be nice to know. I'd appreciate it. Wing Chunk says, aside from pissing off those who already have own playlists of Utopia, Sprawl, and Rancor. Okay. So I don't think Journey's going to do much unless he's running Aura Gnarlid. We've got 2 spots. For right now, I'm going to bring in Holy Light. But I'd like to know if he runs Moment's Peace or Fogs and such. Nobody wants to do homework for me? Come on. So you can see how we could easily have, there were about four phases there. We could have top decked this and it would have hit for 50 or more, the amount of men we had. So there's always hope. Oh, okay. Let me see if that works. No, they're too tight. I'll probably end up stabbing my eye, and that just kind of looks weird, right? All right. M1 Gurna's in the house. Nobody's helped me out. All right. If I don't hear in about 10 seconds, I'm going to go forward, assuming that they don't have fog. All right. I'm just wondering about his specific list, but we'll enter and see. Sorry for the bouncing screens, as always seems to be the case. Yes, we want to play first. We've got defense. 4 lands. Our mana's right. But I don't like this hand. I'm going to mulligan this. I like this one a lot better. Got blocker, blocker, defense, keep. Throw this on the bottom. Time to get our mana going here. Turn on our life hose. Always going to prefer the Doom Traveler over the Cat if you've got the option, but otherwise just drop that 1-drop and keep moving. Yeehaw! So yeah, it feels like a Saturday or Sunday night to me. Son had his last little basketball league dinner last night, so I took the night off work to go be part of the festivities. It's pretty cool. They don't need to know that we drew our mountain yet. We'll drop this. Fill up our hand. Mulligan what? We kept a hand. And then some. Don't you mess with me, stack. Always click on these hawks really carefully. Okay. There we go. And if we hit a mana, we're going to really curve out nicely with the Battle Screech. Hopefully Rally the Peasants doesn't hide from us this game. Do you freelance work at home or part of a company? Oh, a little bit of both. Yeah, for Rally the Peasants, the mountain there, M1 Gurna. Now, if this is Silhana, we got it covered with a few hawks, unless, oh. Looks like something else is planned. Oh, the ground game, eh? I see how you are. Well, we could sit back and have a nice little trap there. Say we opt for that. Dunkirk in the background sounds like the bong bong sounds missing in the making. And sorry, I looked away during sideboarding and looting. Yeah, we'll attack here. Actually, I should bait him with that, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go like this. Hopefully, we can get like a ethereal armor out of him or something. I'm not going to. Hexproof sometimes keeps one creature hand, so I'm gonna just kind of go for it. I don't mind doing a 2-for-1 on the Holy Light. It doesn't have to be some great thing. We'll rock this. Holy Light in response. Court Husser. Can somebody tag Court Husser so I could see what it actually does? If you did it early and I didn't see it, I apologize, but I want to see what that's all about. Got a bit of the jump here. Come on, no more creatures. What's this, Silhana? No? Court Hussar. Falcon and Knight. Vigilance. Oh. Oh, I'm going to get some Azorius decks brewing there, huh? I'm not sure if that's, after the new card Smells wears off, I don't know if that's going to... Is it flying? It got Vigilance. It's obviously way better than Seagate Oracle, but not by much. And then that color attribute. Weird. Alright. Well... Let's set up the skies here. I'm gonna drop this. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll attack with this. So now at any time if we draw Rally the Peasants, we kind of got this, which might be a flaw in the design. Instead of 3 of the Faithless Lootings, which help us find stuff. It might be a little bit better to maybe even run 3 rallies. I'm not sure yet. 2 feels really good, but boy, they were sure hiding from us that first game. Guru Mountains, fancy, fancy. Yeah, I like this little Equinox sort of scientific mumbo jumbo going on. Plus, I don't know, lately I love these old land, how they're not like shiny. They got this little gray brown sort of thing going on. I guess I'm just showing my age and want to represent it visually there. Ow! Forgot about that. Damn. Touche. We went all out on the Battle Screech there, so that might cost us the game. Well, we've got Squadron Hawks. Hopefully he doesn't have a follow-up. What do you call? Come on, let's grab our second Holy Light here. That'd be fun. I like Holy Light in this deck over Electricity just because we're mostly white. And, oh god, that would have been game right there. Bam! I just finished him off. Oh well. We'll drop here. I gotta load up again here. We've got Sacred Cat in the yard. We'll say no. Hawk, Hawk. I will block. There's Rally. Darn it. One more land. Bring out the cat. Bring out the other Hawk. Have a little Prismatic Strand flashback goodness. And hope we can go for it there. So. D&D like it's 1983. Yeah, my youngest is so getting into D&D. He's drawing up his own stuff and using Legos for it. Very cool stuff. It's funner playing his rules. One of the cooler things I ever did was I got a bunch of linoleum tile when I was about 20 years old from Home Depot or somewhere like that. And I made a bunch of squares. And with dry erase markers, you can just keep erasing them. And I just used like Star Wars figures or whatever. And people would just show up with their character. And, you know, they'd have their own stats. And they were pretty honest and fair. They weren't like making themselves Superman. But once we ironed everything out, we would just play in the house or outside in the courtyard, and the actual place was the board. You would just, you know, if you rolled like a 6, you would lay out 6 tiles, and I had a map drawn out beforehand, and so I'd lay down 6 tiles, and there might be a item on one, so you'd use your dry erase marker and say, you know, oh, you see something over here and stuff. It's a pretty cool way to play. Actually use your house, like if there's a table, then it can be like a cliff face, and you've got to, you know, roll something to get up to the top of the table, and then the board continues. It's pretty neat. Plus, everybody kind of gets their ego involved with being able to color their own characters with little paints and stuff. Pretty cool. All right, man, oh man, oh man, we are just like one step behind this game. I want to be able to. I want to make them fearful of that red. I'll play this. He's gaining 5. No. Then I'll just bring this guy back. We'll block next turn with Prismatic backup, hopefully. I guess we could block this turn. Yeah, let's slow roll it. I'll play it safe. He's got something. We'll see it. It's not like he's got instants other than Electricity. Where are our life men? We can't stay alive like this. Okay, so they don't have any tricks, so that buys us some time. There's our life men. Let's go like this. You know, I'm going to attack with the cat, just in case he wants to block there. I'll just turn it on and swing. Ever get a computer worth a dang, and maybe catch Skype. Even, oh, this boggles play Flare and Pain. It's got access to just about everything. Got 9 minutes left. I gotta stop talking so much. At least we'll build up our life. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. One sends Enlistment away from kind of making this lethal. If we want to go that route, we're going to start gaining some life here. Be nice to get the, kind of hope he attacks now. I'd like to get the Prismatic Strands in the yard, so then you feel a little liberated as a white mage. No race intended there. I'm talking magic, baby. Alright. Well, darn it. This is like a race to see who can go out on a limb a little bit here. Gain some life. Boy, one Electrickery away from doom. I know it. I should stop playing so loosey-goosey. I know he's only got one in the deck out of 45. I think I'll take my chances. Oh my god. He's got it. Speak of the devil. Look at that. Kaplop. All the power to him. I think they only run 2 usually in lists. To have them in the first 15 is pretty awesome. Bravo. Well, not sure I would have really... I mean, obviously, if I know he's got that, I would have held back Strands. But knowing that there's usually only one more in the deck, I don't think I would have played that much differently. That's just bad luck. All right, we got Cenns. Let's cycle this. Looking grim now. We had this game a few times. Gotta start preventing stuff. Have to go now. How to mid-turn to take. Good luck, Cannon Spectacle. We'll see ya. Here we go. Here we go. How cool would it have been to have drawn that? Oh, wow. Drop this into green territory. All right. One card in hand. It's a worrying time. Drop this. He's got another Electrickery. He's got us. That's all there is to it. We'll rock here. That Armadillo Cloak's really meaning the difference. Both times we drew a Rally 1 turn later would have meant the difference, but I promise you'll see it in all its glory. Just been a little stultified in our outing here so far. Without another Prism, I'm going to let him gain this here. I got to hold back. Hopefully we get another land. We can start churning out some Cenn's Enlistment. Pull a little bit even. Okay, that's pretty good. 2, 3, 4. Bring this back. Throw this up. And pitch this. Whoosh. Gain a few life. Yes, I want to do this. Yes. Is it really going to ask me again? Alright. Here we go. I'll attack with this. Little ping. I would consider game 1 board state pretty glorious. Yeah, if he follows the suit of game 1, he's going to have another cloak on that, and it's going to be all she wrote. That does that. Gives him a creature. Makes it 6. All right, we're still not dead. I gotta respect that. Prismatic Strands either for the Electrickery or to save the game if we have any shot here. Another Battle Screech and we're right back in it with Rally. As we can trigger that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is if we do draw into that, we're going to I mean we need to keep churning out our token dudes, but we're going to need to have one more mana to be able to cast Rally in response to a bird token, but could happen in a variety of ways. If we could turn it over too. Let's see what this is at 6. This will get us just to within range to where we have to use it now. All right. 1, 2, 3. Like this. Come on, give us a blocker. I don't know who is calling me. It is. I get maybe 2 phone calls a week, and it's usually on a Friday. Alright, so we've got to use this no matter what here. That'd be funny if he's got Electrickery here. That would be quite the conundrum. Maybe he'll attack all. Okay, we'll tap this. Boom. Green, we've only got one more out. We need to find something. Now if we draw something like a what is it, the Faithless Looting, we're able to still put Rally in play because of its flashback cost and still kind of gain net cards. That's why the inclusion of the Sacred Cat and such. All right. Well, I guess if he's drawing really bad, we could let's cycle this just to cut down our odds here. Go get a plan. There's only 4 left. Drop this, discard a land. Another reason that Ash Barrens is pretty deluxe there. Now, he can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 6 is definitely going to hit us, so we've got to be able to block all of those. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep 1 extra back just in case. Doubt we're going to see the life of next turn, but who knows what he's got. Pretty much any spell wins it here, as he's got 7 unblockable. And there it is. Oh wait, he doesn't have ethereal armor out though. But he might have drawn into it. I hope those glasses are working for you. Superfan, was that you that did it? Casey Brenneman, right? My memory serves. Yeah, it's helping a lot, my friend. Alright, we're down a game. Darn it. No chance at a 5-0 now, but we'll jump right into the next one. And hopefully I'll show you guys that this thing actually has some teeth. I hope you saw it, because we were like a turn away and then a double electricity sent us packing in game 2, but we pretty much had that one. I don't think that was wishful thinking. All right, so we're going to be able to keep this. We've got 3 drops. If we do have to start pitching stuff, we've got fuel for it, and we're on the draw, so we'll keep. It happens. Can't run as good as last week all the time. All right, Superfan99, good name, my friend. Yeah, thank you. I got 2 of these as temporary holders, and then I went and got my eyes checked pretty much for the first time in my life. That was an amazing experience, pretty trippy. All right, I'm going to opt for the one that I don't like the most in case they have removal. And if this is Delver, life gain is a pain for them, and so are Doomed Travelers because they don't want to block them. And then the birds show up, which gets all kinds of fun. So we'll see. Oh, that was the other deck I lost to when I was Demir. Doesn't bode well for us, right? And there was some Tortured Existence variant that was running Spore Frogs and stuff, and had me pretty much locked out. Alrighty, which we're going to be pretty close to here if we don't watch out. Set these up. This is one of those decks, if it does bad today, I will play it immediately after in a challenge with no hesitation, because this thing's got the stuff. Are those Urza's glasses? Yes, yes, yes. I was about to do that card frame, but I was like, I want to kind of make it a little bit more deck-centric, if that's a word. Okay, this is when we really want Raise the Alarm, but it would be better to grab a land. I'm going to just cycle this for planes at the moment. But that stack is really messing with us. We'll drop this just for Edict bait, or if he's got some sort of trippy shenanigans to see my cause better. And I do. There's actually a slight difference. There's a sharpness, and they're not prescription either. It just shows how much issues like computer light and the blue light or the yellow light, I forget what they call it, has on you. And plus, I've got to stream pretty bright so that the feed looks good, and people can always adjust later. I don't want people to have to. There's only so high you can make your monitor go. So 3D glasses. Yes, for any of the very old persuasion, I call these the Lisa Loeb glasses. I've always liked this style. So anybody 30 and under is going to be like, Lisa who? Okay, well, let's attack first. I'm going to drop the Lumithread Field here. I think he's waiting on maybe an exclude. And the other day I had game 2 against a Demir deck because my guys were all 1/4s. And he had Evan Carr's Justice, and it was like, good luck. And he was at like 6 life, so that was fun. Loeb, didn't know what I said? Thought that's what I said. I like this 1-for-1 damage. Not that they run Shrivel Main, but they do. I think many run 2 Echoing Decay, which can be real disastrous depending on our draw. There's one now. Okay, well, there goes our life package, folks. I think I know what this guy's on. It's removal deck, so we're gonna favor the Lumithread Field here to get us out of range of just about everything except Doomblade. This is good. Conan, what is best in life? To have 2 Lumithread Fields, your mana's right, and retrace in your hand. That is good. All right. Yes, Nintendo Champ. I was one of the ones. I was in the at least in the break-even category last weekend. Methodical and I played the exact same list. We discussed it at length for about a day before. I just had a tad bit, I think, one too many lands in it for my taste, but it does run really well. I ran into that Stonehorn Dignitary deck, and oh boy, that was lights out. So hopefully they don't have Echoing Truth, because then our Lumithread Field's gonna bounce up in our hand. Yeah, I just 4-1 the other day with the Niagon list, and that got me thinking about this list. So he's probably on that. Let's drop something we don't care about. Well, I guess I'll drop here. If he kills it, that's fine. We'll rock this. He's probably wondering, why is that red there? How often do you play Magic Online when you're not streaming? Really, really depends. Not often. Not as often as I used to, because because I play today and then I kind of take a little breather tomorrow. Or no. Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, and then Sunday if I do the challenge, and I'm kind of burned out, so I don't pick it up again until maybe Wednesday. So I probably play like 1 league in between. I used to play like almost 1 a day, but just trying not to burn out. It's tough when you do the show and stuff. You know, you get to where I'm not sure. I guess Doomblade's the best catch here. Not gonna lie to you, I think we might go 0-2 out of the gates here, because this is the other deck that I lost to. Doomblade in hand. And his mana's looking good. What we need to do is draw our rally. I've really got to revisit my math on that. Maybe run 3 of those, because even early on that seems like I need it. Well, I'm going to do it while we got it. We're really out of range now, but we're not doing much else. I guess we can at least gain a life. He attacks us for 2. If he wants to start trading, that's great. Once we get our Battle Screech online and Cenn's Enlistment running, I don't really know what he's going to target with a Doomblade. We're kind of going wide with this strategy. There's not much value in hitting anything. These come back, and all 3 of these come back. I think it was just maybe just trying to get a blocker out there. Interesting not to block with the Archaeomancer. But turns off all his disfigures, Echoing Decay. Not off. I mean, they can still block and do some tricks, but there is that. I just hate facing Dimir for streaming reasons, because it's just such a boring match. It just time hog. Ugh. He's already got Denrova going. All right. We'll discard this. But with the flicker mechanics here, without Pyroblast in our sideboard, we're a little hurt. Don't have to really worry about fog here, but I was arguing so hard to try to keep Fairy Macabre in this list. We'll rock here. We'll drop here. Bring this back. Play this. Come on. Here we go. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got this one, unless he's just got a bunch of crap cards. Veterinarian says she wanted to bomb. Sacred Cat says Flint Smith. Yeah. Nothing puts a wet napkin on the party more than any sort of Dimir deck. It's like, inevitability showed up, and the pizza order is due. If he has any sort of trick with this Denrova, well, no, he's at 12 life. They don't really have a way of gaining life. Probably sitting on a hard counter or 3. There it is. Gonna get that back. What's it gonna bounce though? Alrighty. Well, the first time we'll probably... It's strange that he didn't want to bounce. I'll get rid of the Garrison. keep him guessing, so he wants to maybe do it again. It might open the door for one trick. Okay, Superfan, good to see you, and thanks again for the glasses tip. I don't think I would have got around to that for a few months, and I probably would have had Eye Strain City, so thanks again. This whole community thing's working, see? Alright. Discard Prismatic Strands. I don't think Cenn's Enlistment's going to be doing much. We've got 2 on the board. Ouch! I guess we'll do this now. If he wants to attack with Seagate, maybe. Why would he do that? Black's probably more likely, but just to use it. It's a moral victory. But this is... You guys are always teasing me about my Fairy Macabre love, but wouldn't you like to have it here? And not just one, a few? I sure would. Well, let's attack. Ready to add some Hordling Outburst to the deck. Oh, can you link that for me? I don't know that one offhand. Alrighty. Opponent's at 9. That's the only ray of hope here. It's the bounceability, I guess, or their non-life there. Hordling Sorcery Crate, 3 Goblin. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, they've already got the Dragon Fodder and then Karenko's Command, and there's quite a few out there. I don't know that that's going to put much over the top. I'll drop this here in response. And then there's also that one that you put the humans in, but then you have to like sacrifice them at the end of the turn. I forget what that one's called. So I just don't know. Now there's a tree folk that makes 3 green creatures that I think might actually see play, at least casually. Alright, here we are. Toggle Ustir. Oh, hey, forgot about that one. Hey, thanks for chiming in. I think that's the first time you've chimed in. Good to see you. Doing a lot different than last week. We were 2-0 at this time last week. Looks like we're headed towards 0-2, but fear not. Almost promise you this will try to pull even. I will anyway, unless we run into Dimir, and everybody dies of sleep exhaustion. All right. Here's another one. It goes after our land. We're really screwed here. Discard. Knows what he's doing. Only thing we've got is a lot of bird tokens, and hopefully he makes a mistake and edicts us with Doom Traveler, or tries to block Doom Traveler. That will at least get us a little bit of air power. Maybe our guys are out of range. He does have Doomblade still. Yeah, Thatcher Revolt, that's the one. Well, I'll keep putting out the bait. Not that we're going to be able to flash back much. We'll attack with everything but our dudes so that we can try to encourage him to kill a Doom Traveler. When and if he does, we'll have 3 flyers and put him on a bit of a clock, maybe? Wishful thinking, yes. I know. Oh, come on. Block it with the horror. Well, we got about 3 minutes on him, so we can at least do that. Down goes a token. That's what I was afraid of. Only hitting him for 1 a turn now. Yeah, speaking of birds dropping their cargo, boy, if you're ever out towards Southern California and you go to the Channel Islands, don't go to Anacapa Island. It looks beautiful from a distance. All these gorgeous white rocks, but there's a reason they are white rocks. You can't step more than about a foot without almost stepping on a bird nest. It is really outrageous. I think we're going to skip this one if I see anything. Goat mask and leggings. Oh boy, I missed something in the chat. I'll have to check that out later. Let's see, there's a Dimir. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Lumithread's making its presence felt, but it's not enough. Could be. Whoa! Swinging in, baby. There's a block. There's a block. What a jerk. You can't kill the Doomed Traveler. Come on. I'm still hitting you for 1 a turn. I'm almost getting there. 8 more turns of this. I got this, sucker. Yeah, yeah. What sort of treachery is this? No. Another flicker. I thought it was in the yard. Who's he targeting? That. I'm going to bounce it. Drop this in response. Pass a turn. Discard a field. He must have decay. That's right. He returned it to his hand, so he flickers it one more time. I get it. Oh, wait. Best flicker target makes us flyers instead of the soldiers, so I'll wait a little bit longer just to show I haven't learned anything from round 1. Of course, we didn't lose on time on that one. Alrighty. Discard that. Is this where it happens? He's tired of the defense not working. Usually a couple sea gates and everything, and ow! Alright, well, you lose a lot of dudes too. I get 2 guys, but now his Echoing Decay is going to come in full effect. Here comes Decay, if I'm not mistaken. He's probably sitting on a counter spell. Nicely played. It was like watching a surgery on dominoes. Okay, there we go, there we go. Draw something really cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Counter. And concede. Okay. Oh, white border too. What a kick in the crotch. That's worse than Condescend. That's Condescend times 2. Alright. All 4 Pyroblasts are going to come in. Standard Bear is an interesting option. With Flicker and stuff, Journey's not going to do much there. Like the Lumithread thread, it's kind of causing issues. Of course, how was he bouncing me? A Lumithread was with via the other creature. Alright, well, Prismatic Strands isn't going to do much here. I'm going to keep 1 in just for the mill value and maybe a Evankar's Justice save. I'm not sure. Journey I might be able to sneak in, but realistically, I don't think I want to see that. Like everything here. Actually, I think we got to lose Prismatic just for the sake of sheer aggro. Got Pyro, looting. Yeah, I agree with him on Gurnut. I mean, there's options where there might be a watch. He hard casts it and it sits out there naked for a turn. Then yes, I would love Journey there. But even then, if he's playing another one or he responds to it or he's able to bounce Journey, then all of a sudden the shenanigans all start over again. It's just a little bit of a false sense of security. Not too concerned with life, so I'm going to lose 1 Attendant just because of the shenanigans regarding the multiple tapping. But other than that, I think we'll sit like this. See, if I had Fairy Macabre right here, I'd feel a lot better. I know you guys like to joke around that I put 4 of them in every deck, but it's uncounterable, and it's decks like this or the recursion of the combo. The only thing I run Flaring Pain over it for, because it is kind of like running 4 of something in a 2 spot, and it's more of an aggro deck, so I'm more worried about fogs than what's happening here, but still, I don't know, just like it. Now, Flicker is their creatures. I wish. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I sure like the artwork on this one. Full moon, good times. There we go. Yeah, Flicker's getting pretty ridiculous now that everything's been kind of ironed out with what do you call them, Morosatron and stuff. Speaking of which, go give Alex some love. Alex Ullman, MTG. He I think he just started writing for a channel Fireball. Quite a big step up, so that's pretty awesome, especially get everybody in the news that way and get Pauper even a larger spotlight. So congrats to him. All right. Well, we've got defense, we've got life, we've got a nice curve. A little clunky here, but yeah, we'll keep this. Be nice if we had Pyroblast, but I'm going to opt for the curve here. We can drop the Hawk. We can pay for the Barrens to go fetch another thing, go get another. Basic's going to be important here if he does start bouncing stuff. But let's not kid ourselves. If he starts bouncing something, we're going to be O2. Because that's just a downward spiral right there. Ban Flicker, says Lovecraft. It should be banned on Twitch. There should be Twitch bannings where it's like, you cannot play that deck live. It is too boring. All right. However, if I do this now, my birds now, that's a bit too many cards. Let me bring this out now. Drop this. I'll cycle the Barrens twice. I'll play this one and we'll return it next turn, but I'll cycle it now for this. We'll go get a plane. Next time we'll get a mountain and we'll attack here. Mana should not be an issue. Alrighty. And it's nice and rainy today too, so I should be outside. Ooh. Boy. This has just been the day of one turn late. That Prismatic game 2 and then Shrivel there. Alright, well, we'll pay our dues here. We'll cast Garrison, bring this back. And then we'll start playing Magic again, or try to, next turn. That's usually, might be all they need though, by that little reset. Dink. Oh good, they're mana screwed. Oh, maybe not. Displace, exile up to 2 target creatures you control, and then return those cards. Interesting. Is displace? Where's that from? I haven't seen that one. Oh, it only hits creatures. Yeah, it's funny though. Ghostly Flicker, you never see 4 of them. It's usually a 2 or a 3 of at most. So I don't think that'll ever. Was that just spoiled them, Chimsky? Darn it. I was hoping they were mana screwed. Oh well. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to drop the Attendant. I'm going to drop Squadron Hawk. Always yes. Always yield. Let's go get some Hawks and fill up our hand again. Hopefully it stays. They stay out. Got our opponent's at. He's going to have 4 land and he's at 20. How depressing is that? So you're saying how aggro this deck can be, and it's sure not showing it right now. Alright, Mountain. That's if he starts bouncing stuff, we'll at least have options. Ban Flicker and Displace. Yeah! Alright. And we can't even attack. All this work. He's at 20 life, stabilized mana. We've got 2 little critters. Not feeling good. Hopefully he brought in 10 Shrivels and he's just staring at them. Of course, he could just double up them. So yeah, that happened the other day. Somebody triple electricaried me. I had 3 Lumithread threads out. I was like, I'm safe. It's like, nope. The other reason I like Lumithread Field in this list main is there's quite a bit of electricary main and just little tricks happening. I think the Elves hangover, I know it's dissipated now, but most people's brews, I think, still have 1 or 2 nasty tricks waiting. Okay, come on, something other than that. Let's get more going. Let's get this going. This is not boding well. We can attack for 1 here. This is ridiculous. Drop this. Probably going to eat a decay, but not going to sit back and just peck them for one. I'm going to try to at least win out here. I'll gain life while we got it. And attack for a whopping 2, which will end up being 1. I think in about 10 other matchups, I'd win that hexproof matchup, 7 of them. I really think we're that favored. That was just horrific timing on both parts. And having, here we go again. Pop! Got the answer, not enough. Justice Hardcast. Wipes are bored. Protected from one-ofs, Shrivel, and Electricity, but this is the big daddy that eats everything. This is not looking well. Maybe the Twitch gods were like, he 5-0'd last week. We can't let that happen again. Get him! Right on cue. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this crap. Not like that. Okay. All right, we'll do that. I'm going to pay this and this. I'm going to use this. I will bounce. I'll bounce this. And we'll loot again. Come on, baby. Discard 2 cards. This is cruel. All right. I will discard. Oh, boy. Don't really need life against this deck. The Hawk is just dead. 3 of them are in our yard. So I'm going to lose this and this. I'll play this. Not feeling good, even though we churned through some stuff there. We drew a bunch of lands and another loot. If we had an army of creatures here, might be able to turn something up, but I think I officially want 3 rallies in this. Just seems like it's not coming up enough. Alright, he shows me a flicker here, and we're going to be dead meat pretty fast here. Cruel ultimatum, that's what this feels like. Okay, and we'll pitch this. I can take a hint. Let's do it again. I kind of want to keep that mountain. Oh, there's that. There's that. Ah, shoot. I really want to keep that mountain, but I don't know if I'm just being a little oh boy. Let's see. 1, 2. I'll ditch this. This. I'll rock here. I'll play mountain. But now anything he discards, we're definitely going, our upheavals, we're going to have to get rid of. If he shows me any sort of graveyard recursion here, I'm going to scoop, guys. Apologize for the 0-2 start. I thought the worst this would start would be 1-1, but kick in the crotch. Look at this. The beats continue. I should just like go have soup for 10 minutes, come back, and maybe like all the like the superstitious, hateful decks will just happily just face each other, and then I'll get like okay matchups. This is looking macabre, says Nimchimsky. Yes. Never apologize. That's right. We're going to cut his throat. Come on, sucker. All right. Well, I'm going to scoop here, guys. Got a bunch of L's on the day. We're going to come back and try to 3 out and go profit a little bit. So I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back after we visit with some astronauts and our fan favorite.
I'm talking, of course, about prejudice against astronauts. Please laugh. It helps the healing. Now, as we all know, NASA has been sending...
Good Lord intended for man to walk on the moon, then we had been born with cement feet.
I agree. My community does not need astronauts to find gravity in front of my children.
That's right. Driving their moon buggies through our neighborhoods all time of night, playing that theme to 2001 really loud on their Cosmo blasters.
Folks,
Astronauts.
This is a perfect example of what's going on. There is a serious cultural clash in this country. So in the spirit of opening those lines of communication, I'd like to introduce you all right now to a real astronaut, Lieutenant Mike Birchwood. Mike, come on up, Mike. Come on, coming up here, give me a hand.
Watch out! He'll try to stick an American flag in you.
That's not all he'll stick in you.
Look, just because I've spent some time outside the Earth's gravitational pull doesn't mean that I'm different than you.
They can't eat normal food and they're addicted to Tang.
That's not true. I drink Tang because I like the taste.
You like the taste of recycled urine?
That's completely insane.
Astronauts eat breakfast upside down.
I have only eaten breakfast upside down 2 or 3 times since I got back from my last mission.
You folks better watch out. They're covered in astro germs. Just last year, an astronaut moved into my neighborhood. Simultaneously, all the leaves started dying and falling off our oak trees.
Was that month October?
September, October.
Yeah, it's called fall. It happens every year. Now sit down. Mike Birchwood is a man, just like you and I. A man who'd probably like nothing more than to settle down, meet a nice woman, raise a family.
But the problem is, most women are afraid to touch me.
That's right, ladies. He'd make you infertile on account his sperms from another time continuum.
I will not fornicate with you. With your juicy astronaut lips and your firm astronaut buttocks.
I think there are several issues going on here.
I would gladly trade all of my walks on the moon for the simple caress of a woman.
I will not touch your bottom. Stop begging me.
Who's begging you?
We don't need no moon cheese, baby!
What the hell?
From the volcano of Balaku to the leech-ridden swamps of Agadim, cast off all your inhibition. At the only casino in all Dominaria, experience the pinnacle of personal pleasures. Venture boldly at Rakdos Casino, and may all your underworld dreams come true. Rakdos Casino, the place for premium pleasures.
Hey everybody, alright, rehydrated. Hopefully we can start winning here. Let's keep this. Going up against Cupcake, not sure what they're on. Somebody wants to find their deck list, I would be appreciative. We need all the advantages we can get the way I'm running today. So what I'm going to do, regardless of the outcome today, even if we do manage to 3-2, I'm going to swap one of the Raise the Alarm. We only have 2 for a third rally. I just really feel like we could have shut the door multiple times. You didn't drink recycled urine, did you? We don't need no moon cheese babies. I love that one. So good. Alright. Down comes the Hawk. Hate when you have 2. Always feels a little suboptimal, but... Yep. Okay. Well, now we're 1-2. Let's just jump into round 4. Good grief. Don't know what that deal was. I think now that's reminding me. I think Cupcake was the victim of this like 3 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. There's somebody I played, then they were on Affinity, and because I have the Gorilla package in the side, that was a win's a win, I guess. Yeah, I just hate when it happens live. I'd rather... Well, it's better than running in a Demir. I better be careful what I say, right? One scoop. All right, well, hey, we're a third of the way to our goal. And like that, boom, we're on to match 4. Well, at least we won't be winless. Ha! So while we're waiting for the person to show up, what I'm thinking of is... Oh, nope, even that wants to disagree with us. All right, here we go. But hey, I'm happy the weather's the way it is. Out here, we've got some nice, in quotes, storms. It means it's sprinkling to anybody. Quit Cake. That's a good name. All right. Little clunky, but we'll keep it. Drawn to a 1. We're all right. If this is Delver, we're good. We've got air patrol and defense. So, up. Swamp it is. What's this? Night Market. Well, this screams that they're going to have a lot of little creatures. So Soul Attendant might be good. Probably some vehicles to power out the Night Market lookout. Yeah, maybe they got scared of my glasses, like they could even see. Who gets scared of glasses? Afraid of the moon cheese, says Lovecraft. That would taste very interesting. It'd probably be quite sun bleached without any atmosphere out there. Imagine that wouldn't last too long. All right. I've seen worse. Well, let's go. One thing I love about Ash Barrens with Karoo lands, the bounce lands, you can always play them, get value out of them, return them, tap them before you return them, cycle. Their price tag is worth it. Mike Man says, I'd eat it. Mike Man, I got a feeling you'd eat anything that isn't covered in nails, my friend. All right. Well, it sounds like the Germans are attacking in the other room. If you're just joining us, my wife is vegging out to Dunkirk. I rented the movie, and she's got the speakers on 11. Oh, the fear of glass, Nelophobia. I did not know that. How cool. Well, I better not get that. Get a foil. No, I'm not into foils. Even when I got them, I like to trade them for basics. I don't like distractions. Ooh, tempting. It's a secretive 2-drop. We'll let that through. Squadron Hawk looks tempting, but boy, early on it kind of sucks because maybe I ought to just drop Lumithread and stop this attack shenanigans from happening. What do you guys vote? The Hawk? Because then we're going to have to kind of discard some stuff. Depends. Hawkerfield. Hawkerfield, that sounds like some magician, a bad magician in Vegas. It's David Hawkerfield. What I'm going to do is cycle this for a white. I've already got red. I'll get that next turn. White. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time with the M25 differentiating what's a common and what's an uncommon and what's a rare. Sometimes the rare and the common almost look identical. They just barely shaded the 25, and even with my new 4 eyes, I got to kind of squint to see what the hell the difference is. "25 years of this wonderful game." How cool is that? All right. Well, the Sacred Cat's going to keep coming back. Look at the letter C, the black bottom border. Oh, I didn't know that. I see. Is that the black bottom border? Well, I know there. But yeah, some of these just look like I'll look at one and I'm like, that's a common. I click on it, it's like uncommon, or it's like rare. I'm just like, geez, that's pretty big differentiation. I'll just wait till they're all sortable. And I really expected Nighthawk to move to common. Maybe it will. I don't know if there's a few left or whatnot. Funny Savannah Lion. God, I remember around Ice Age, those were like $8, $9, maybe even $10 each, and everybody wanted 4. They wanted to be aggro, and there wasn't many aggro options out there. And then it went to uncommon, and you're like, what? Now it's like, that's kind of not playable in an all-common format. All right. Oh, Jackal Pup. Ooh. That I might like over the Jackal that's in existence now with RDW, which I'm still in love with. I love that deck. I started running that new Goblin that has haste and can tap and do instead of... hold on a minute. What's going on here? That's a little wanton, isn't it? Use a card. Okay. We'll get our guy back. Bodes well. Bring this out. We'll bring back out our cat. And then we'll bounce our land. Then we'll start doing some real magic next turn. Hopefully go to 2 and 2. Save the day. I don't think I've ever won as fast as last round. It was about 7 seconds, all 3 matches. Pop! Boom! Sometimes it happens on game 2 or 3, but not in 1. Stranger than fiction. Alright, here we go. Keep making him use his tricks if he wants to do that. It's a tie game. Yeah, Fanatical Firebrand. That's the one. Yeah, I've been running him over the Reckless Abandon and RDW. I'm really tempted to try Glitterfang, but, you know, being able to turn on your guys over and over and over again. That's why I was messing around with that one dash creature for 2 that's a 2/3, but yeah, you just got to kind of look at the metagame as a whole. It's like, guys, if we go against Delver, that Firebrand is way better. Makes me want to play Mog Flunkies. Not Mog Flunkies, Mog Fanatic. Go old school. All right, I'll try this again. If it's going to cost him another card, I'll gladly keep trading here. The expense of losing life via these tricks. What's this? Another rush? Really? Hey, he's got another one. All right. Hey, man. Better killing a dead cat, or a cat that's already dead, than hitting me in the face. Boding well for us if we can just pull even here. I'm thinking I want to go really selfish, and let's go. I'm just going to cast the Lumithread Field. I'm going to cast the Squadron Hawk. I'm going to do the same thing next turn. We should probably be able to shut the door. In theory, never know. Maybe he's running Justice main. Savannah used to be so good, says Flint Smith. Oh, I totally agree with you. I used to have a white-black discard deck. I know I'm repeating myself if you're an avid fan of Pauperganda, but you'd have to have like photographic memory and remember like 8-9 months ago's show, I think is the last time I talked about it. But yeah, it ran, what was it called? Brush or Scrublands, and it was just there to destroy really expensive decks back when we played for Ante. But I ran Savannah Lines and that to get that early jump, get the discard rack lock going, start chewing up life as fast as possible. Good times. And I do believe I'm just going to keep blocking that night market and just stultifying his turn as much as possible. Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, of course, yes. And I actually, there was a brief time when I was using a Mind Stab Thrall. The metagame had moved in such a way there wasn't as much removal as there is now, and that was like stripping their hand for 3, and then you would Hypnoturok after that, and it was like, good night. It's a lot quicker way to Mind Twist somebody than waiting around for Dark Rituals and turn 5 and 6. So ask Little Fight. I think he faced it a few times. I think that was one of the first archetypes I built. Which one should we kill? Each opponent loses 1, and you gain 1. Well, we're going to try to kill this guy, even though he's got better artwork. Boom, Swamp Ritual Spectre. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll block again. More critters that come out, better for me. More Trixie keeps piling up, better for me too. It's going to hit us with like some Spinning Darkness. Are you kidding me? Does he play 4 rush? 2/2 and you gain 2 life. That's fine. It blocked it. I think this guy's playing the wrong color. He keeps wanting to gain life and he's on black. Hopefully he's a fan of Pauperganda. 1/2, 1/2. 1/2. We could do the trick a field. I'm just going to cast it. Next turn I'll start going crazy. I'm in the don't know what the hell this guy's playing mode. I'm just trying to set up. Now everything we're casting just has excessive value. They're all flying or life gaining Seagate Oracles. That feels pretty good. And if we start drawing lands, we've got the answer there. So now the deck's kind of showing up, but of course it's against a rogue deck. Not against something good. Shouldn't say that. Maybe it's the next best thing. I apologize. Yeah, it's just absurd how much removal there is. And that it upsets me a little bit because everybody knows I love Infect. Infect breaks so many rules, and the second there's a little sliver of hope to play it, I'm the first person to bring it to a league and go for it. And I've tried, as you all know, if you followed, I've tried every color, mix up, match, whatever. All right, he's out of tricks. Now the pain begins. All right, we'll drop another air support. I'm going to attack with everything, but only after I Senn's Enlist. Go from here. New ready. Nip Gwillian, yes. Oh, did that get reprinted? I didn't catch it, or why are we bringing it up? Oh, no. A long time ago. back in the Placerville days, Little Fight, I was talking about the first archetypes I ever built was with Mind Stab Throwing, like Savannah Lions, just heavy discard, Rack, and Hypnotic Spectre. Near and dear to me heart. Woo! We're gaining some life. If he had a trick, he would have played it on the attack, as we've seen from his MO before. Another show I'm getting kind of into is the Alienist. Seems pretty cool. All right, we won that one. This is like some Black Swarm rogue. Holy Light's going to be real good here. Funny how often that's the case. I'll take out 2 Lumithreads. I don't want to get rid of them all. I like Prismatic. It's just such a good card when you have to keep in mind that if you take out a lot of the synergistic elements with your graveyard, you loot into nothing, and you just, unless you have a really flooded draw, you're not doing much with it. And Prismatic's never dead. It's just one of those cards that just keeps coming. But all right, so we lost 2 Lumithreads. Raise the Alarm's going to be good here too for just surprise value, but it is, like I said in the intro of the feed, weakest card in the deck, and I will be swapping them for one more Rally. I really think 3 is the right call on that. And then, you know, just to be a purist, I'll probably lose the other one and go with a 4th Cat. Keep those early beats rolling. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, when Little Fight first taught me Magic, I showed up and there were like 8 players, and it was like Fallen Empires all over the place, and there was pennies on everything, and it was just like I was like, that's the dumbest looking game ever. It takes forever to move. And then he goes, just hang out. We'll play later, and I'll show you the true beauty of the game. Or he said something eloquent like that. And true to his word, we sat on a little kitchen table, and I discovered the joys of one-on-one Magic. And I've never looked back. So thank you for that, my friend. All right, we're on the draw. We've got tons of 1-drop, so we'll keep this. Like I said, this plays a little blue-esque. That way you can kind of save it. So I don't know what Standard Bear would do, Nimchimsky, other than, I guess it would draw his tricks, but they weren't that bad of tricks. If it goes to game 3, maybe I will bring those in. You might be right. Maybe he's running Shrivel, though, and I'll regret all of the above. Okay. Lacerator. I've never seen a Lacerator deck work. Famously, I should not have said that. He's probably going to just completely run me over now. All right, we have this. Let's start bringing out goods. And I'll double drop, block, boom, bing, pow, zap. But of course, Lions, gush. See, I wouldn't like Savannah Lions compared to this. Sorry, I want the little kitty cat. And a lion? Come on, one more than a household cat? Come on, Wizards. A lion should be like a 4/2 for 1 white. Of course, we all know what would happen to Magic if I was behind card design. Right, guys? We've been over this. Pay no attention to the old man behind the computer. He is an idiot. I'm the same way I fear change, says Mike Man. Ah, that's just called being human, man. That Lacerator's going to eat him up. All right. I still gain the life, sucker. And out comes some more. More life. Chomp, chomp. Peter's a nice little twist with that. If it gets a little out of hand, then you just ditch it. I've seen Lacerator eat its owner more than it does its opponent. Yeah, you're probably right, Little Fight. Cat should be a 0/1. Maybe with the ability to, like, distract you, like scratching your eye, or somehow like missing your turn at the most. But yeah, I mean, a lion. Yeah, you're probably right. Downshift it the other way. Keep Savannah Lion where it's at and kind of adjust other things. It's like, come on, some charming crusty juggler is going to have a 1/1. I just learned, by the way, if anybody caught that Hot Fuzz reference, that crusty juggler is slang for gypsies. I was always cracking up when I first heard that term on that movie Hot Fuzz. I was like, what the hell is a crusty juggler? All right, back up to 20. Opponent's at 2 cards. I'm going to wait to drop the hammer on that Holy Light. That could be pretty fun later on. Man, note to self, I'll bring in Journey. Got Carrion Feeders can get out of control, so I'll bring in the Journeys. Fire Juggler. Now that would be a hell of a card. What card? Let's design Crusty Juggler while we're here, knowing that it's a gypsy. And it's just a word I like to say. And in that movie, it's so funny. They just whisper it in the background. There's all these... It's like a cabal just in the shadows. And they're like, Crusty Jugglers. So it's like this running joke with my kids. I told them, I was like, man, you got to start saying that in school. Make it a thing, you know. They're like, Dad, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Let's not go there, Flint Smith. But that is where I thought it was going when I went to look it up. I was like, uh-oh, what's this going to bring up? But it's just a gypsy. All right. I'll bring this back up. Say no to that. You know, if I draw a basic, it might be worth either holding back for strands or the block with the Holy Light trick. Bing! Nah. What do I want here? Oh, well, that changes things. Now I definitely might want to do that. One card in his hand. Of course, he can just sack it, and it's just going to be a 1-for-1, so I'll wait on that. Or will I? Well, I'm going to play this. And we'll attack with... I'll just attack with this. Or not attack. Let's not attack. Gypsy Juggler. A 1/1 peddler, yes. Maybe it should have the ability to, like, at the end of each turn, it can, like, choose an ability that's on a creature on the battlefield and it can gain it. But otherwise, it's just this 0/1 creature. That'd be kind of cool. If it attacks and isn't blocked, it gains, like, it just keeps stealing, like, stats. So it would, like, have the ability to sacrifice a creature. And then the next time it hits, it might be able to tap for that or something. That's probably too advanced for... Let's see. Well, I'm going to block both. What's he got here? Indestructible, inconceivable. Prismatic Strands or the Holy Light. Let's see. That'll kill my lady, so I'm going to Prismatic Strands here. Take your life gain and take it somewhere else. God, I love Prismatic Strands. One-sided Wrath of God twice. Just love it. Not going to do much here because his stuff's all going to live, but we'll at least gain some life. As he's losing life with the Crusty Juggler. Peddler. Use an NPC called the Midnight Peddler in D&D games. Nice. We're getting Princess Bride here. I do not think that word means what you think it means. Alright. Got shot in the house. Resident Zombie has sent me a message. I'm sorry, Resident. I'll get back to you in about 2 hours. Hopefully it's still there. I can't type. Or boy, he's really hurting himself there. Look at that. One card in hand. I'm going to rock it right now. Hopefully catch him F6ing because I want to bounce Garrison. And we'll really go crazy this next turn. Returning this. And, alright, never mind. So he saves the feeder. Obvious play there. Depending what sort of technology he's got. We'll see. Sacrifice a creature and it gets that boost. Okay. Well, I don't really even want to kill that Vampire Lacerator at this stage. Let's try to kill the Carrion Feeder. Let's go like this and this. Making Prismatic Strands. And Gypsy tends to loan things. The crusty jugglers. Alrighty. I'll tap this now. Save black. So this is a one-on-one battle. The only way he really can punch through is by sacrificing stuff. He's only got 2 cards in hand. This feels like we're going to go 2-2. Even things up. Go for a nice tie break. I'll go over the latest Rally Gone list too. It's mostly Methonical's doing. We were both in agreement. We wanted to get Faithless Looting in there. Yeah, and Cenn. Just had a little epiphany, sorry. That would be good. Hey, look at, I'm balancing the pencil behind the ear with glasses. That's not so easy to do. All right. Now cycle this. Go get a basic red, just because. God, I love Ash Barrens. And I've only got one of these, so if you want to give me more, I will accept them gladly. Whoo! Now we got to be careful. I don't know if I want to go too overboard with this because he might be packing Shrivel. That would send us home real quick. What do you think? I'm gonna go for it. Prove to me you got it. I'm aggro at heart, baby. I should have attacked first, though, if he does have some sort of instant answer. Urza's Pen. Yes. What would that do? I could draw on mana, colorless mana symbols. If 3 things match, you can tap it for 3 more mana. Who knows? That last raider did some work. I think we've only attacked him once. And he's at half life now. Then there was the Shepherd of Rot. I am surprised. Mark my words, somebody's going to break Shepherd of Rot. I think you look at Sparksmith is amazing. Well, I'll stop there. Sparksmith's pretty damn good in Goblins, but I'm just very surprised that that's brutal. That's going to be one of those cards in like 5 or 6 sets. There's going to be a bunch of real cheap zombies, and people are going to be like, oh, poor guy, he's got to pay 2 to get rid of the 1. People are going to be like, what the hell are those good for? And then somebody's going to remember Shepherd of Rot. And it'll be me. I always like when people that play Carrion Feeder sit back and they like intend to block. It's like, okay. Same with Stormbound Geist. That's always a funny play. Tap, look the other way while Crusty Juggler starts kicking and hams out of the way. Odds. There's a new zombie deck that 5-0'd a couple of times these last days. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Maybe I'll play it next week. Playing Delver last week sure got me back in the rogue mood. I was like, okay, that was fun. Now let's try something different. Well, there's a big old kick in the crotch. Let's attack and hope he doesn't have anything. Looks like he's got more one-ofs than mass removal answers here. We just win next turn if we don't do anything. I'll bring it out just to thin out the deck, but I don't think I'm going to play him anymore. Oh, okay. So we're 2-2, guys. Lost, 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 and then win, 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 win. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's just rock it. Go right on through. Here we go. Wow, cool. People are showing up today. Hopefully it's not Demir. And hopefully they show up. We're 2-2. Yeah, that's probably what I should have called the show there. And now for something completely different. And we get a tournament regular for our last opponent. That sucks. Ooh, right on the edge. Let's see. Late game. Late game, late game. Could play boom, bam, bounce. Oh, I love that show, Mike. Man, you can't do that on television. Anybody know what Carves is playing? Can I do a little homework real quick? I'd appreciate it. Just trying to think. Is he a Delver guy? If he's a Delver guy, I want to keep this hand. Affinity. Oh, it worked with caps. Look at that. I'm going to keep it. Trying to give that part of my game a lot more attention. Hopefully we can get revenge on Boggles if that's the case. Boy, this is the loudest candle. I'd show it to you, but it's so hot I can't pick it up. It's one of those runs off of those little gourd wicks or something. They're really wide, but man, they make a lot of noise. Pretty cool though. Sounds like rain. Looks like it's gonna be Boggles. Or not. Elves are Stompy? What sort of treachery is this? Alright, well, we got not much choice here. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun next turn. Let's go! You can hear anything, Nimchimsky? I haven't heard anything in the house in about an hour. I don't have no aquariums. We don't own anything. We had a hermit crab for a while and hamsters, and we just got to the point where it was like, once they were gone, it was like, okay, now when we go on vacation, we don't have to have a house sitter or anything, and kids weren't the best pet sitters, so it was like, screw it. Sacred Coconut, nice to see you. Thank you for chiming in. Haven't heard you before. Oh yeah, you chimed in twice before. Sorry about that. So it looks like Stompy. All right. In theory, we should be all right. Oh, it could still be elves. I apologize. With Rancor, though, probably Stompy. About 5 years ago, elves was very popular to run 2 Rancor main. There's also the elf that does that too, so that's always fun. Well, I could axe Screwed. Yeah, I could axe Screwed and then drop Prismatic Strands, kill the Ranger. I keep hearing that, Lovecraft. I apologize. I don't know if it's frustrating to hear that Pauper's getting so pricey now. I'll do this, and this way I can turn on Prismatic Strands. Neat thing about Squadron Hawk and overfilling your hand with cards that you want in your graveyard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to draw these cards. Let's see, we're at 5. 1, 2. So if you play new Squadron Hawk interactions, it's fun to do this. You overfill your hand, ditch Prismatic Strands. A lot of people don't even see what card you ditched. Got to be a little dense to miss that, but it happens. Happens to me. All right. So this way we can double block some good stuff and still have our graveyard be relevant. Alrighty. Sure, I'll take the bait. Let's double block. Do something this turn. Make his turn stultified. Having to use something to stay alive. Well, you might have a variety of things. Let's see. I'll do this to this. Call green, obviously. What's he got? Oh, okay. Well, nothing died there. Does that stop the turn? Well, you don't take no damage. Okay. Well, definitely going to want Journey there. Drop this, gain some life. Alright, alright. Make sure we got it all. Alright, cool. Attack! You come on over for 7. I'll be fine. Down it comes. Alright. This be a battle of if I can get my Air Academy going online and Prismatic Strands. I just need some lands here. Six coming in. Looks like the Dissonance build of Stompy, the Elephant Guides. Alright. More please. Okay. 10, that's kind of intimidating. Well, we could go up to 17. It's best they could have another Elephant Guide and a Vines. Would put them at that. They're not gaining life. Let's see. God, one more mana. Come on, I just want Prismatic Strands in the yard here. Let's go with this plan. Get a bunch of men. Can someone look up, does he run Scattershot Archer? I'd like to know. That would be mighty helpful. Got to get this rally math going if I either draw my... Is it another guide? It's another guide. 13, okay. This turned into Operation Prismatic Strands. Hopefully. That's a nice secondary prize. Well, I don't want to do that. Let's bring this back. He's got some trick. Looks like we got this despite the crazy amount of offense. Talk about all your eggs in one basket. Good grief. I don't know if there's nettles strong enough to get through the skin of that guy. This is nice. Any creatures? Good times. That's a circus on a stick right there. You guys are full of them today. Now that's kind of a contender for Krusty Juggler. You can see the artwork looking something like that. Get some gypsy math going on. A block here. Hit strands for green. Okay, pulled that one off against Stompy. So, Standard Bear is obviously going to go in, and Journey to Nowhere is going to go in. I think Holy Light's a little wishful thinking. Prismatic Strand's such an MVP. Cenn's Enlistment's even going to be good there. Raise the Alarm I can lose. Lumithread Field's not going to do much. Might want to keep Raise the Alarm over Lumithread Field, except that they have a lot of longbows and just fight mechanics. I want to be completely naked. 4 Scattershot in the sideboard. Alright, well. That might be a flaw in this design because a lot of time Rallygon you can completely lose the Battle Screech, and then you just let them draw dead, which is always kind of a funny thing to do. But this, we're kind of leaning on it really heavily, and we don't really have any more evasion outside of that. So we're going to have to focus on keeping Journey to Nowhere for the... Let me write that down, because that's another design flaw that I'm going to address later today before I play this again. I mean, we might be able to race it with the Journey. I'm not sure. Holy Light might be good just because of the Quarian Ranger. I'd rather draw it than Lumithread Field against this matchup. And it won't be able to maybe... Well, Lumithread Field's going to keep the Archer from going crazy. Yeah, I don't like Holy Light because Standard Bear is going to drop the Ranger anyway. Let's bring these two back in. I don't want more than two. They can always double as creatures there, so... 2 longbows, yep. I'm not going to bring in a Shaman for that, though. That'd be a little overkill. Alright. I'm a bit happy with this. Prismatic Strands really is where it at. It might even end with a Cenn's Enlistment rush. They can always one-sided block a lot, so... Yeah, stuff like that. Elephant Guide, I love that card if you're running 17. I cannot get behind decks that are running 16 lands and they're running 4 3-mana sorceries. Crazy. Alright, we got air power, we got defense, we got life gain. We'll keep this. Depending on what I see first, I'm kind of tempted to lead with the Crag here and get our air force going. Not with a first turn Sentinel. I'll drop a Warden and be done with it. This way, we're going to be able to do that Squadron Hawk trick. If we fill up our hand and pitch Screech, cast it. So far what I've learned, I mean, I definitely want 3 rallies in this style. And probably 1 more Sends in replacement of the 2 instant... what are they called? Raise the Alarm. There's the culprit. Okay. We have life. Oh boy. Double fecta? Is that a word? Play this. Okay. We'll play this. Maybe slow down his hand a bit. It's not looking good already though. There's the 3. Bing. Interesting. Bifecta. Nice one. Toggle Ooster. Good to hear from you. Thank you for chiming in, sir. Yeah, I was running the very first build of this had a 3 Ramosian Rallies main, and I think 3 Lumithreads. Just really trying to kind of mix things up. And let's rock this. I don't think 1 damage is worth walking into a mutagenic trick here, so I'm just going to sit back. Imperial Recruiter denied Cenn's Enlistment. Sounds like a Terry Pratchett plot. I love it. Bifecta. That's pretty cool. That's one thing I love about these trial by fire matchups. Get an idea less than 24 hours ago. I'm like, oh, I'll play it on Pauperganda, and I'm learning like crazy right now. I'm just like, what about this? Nope. Then I'll do that. Then this. Not that. Plus this. That sort of thing. No Quarian Ranger. We can still journey here if we draw it. Man, I wish I could draw all 3 of these and fill up our hand, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, thank you for that little fight. Yeah, I've gotten one of the rare things for an old man like me to get compliments by strangers, but it's happened twice yesterday, but it was at a dinner party of people that kind of know me. Frames the face. That's what they say, right? with an archer out, one turn away from being Quarianed. I think I might start blocking that Nettle Sentinel to buy some time with Squadron Hawk. Yes, rest in peace for sure. Alright, I'm not going to take half my life here. Oh, somebody's got a pit sulk. Alright. I'm just glad it's not Aquarian Ranger. Famous last words. Somebody got big. Ooh. Boy, how much do we want to journey now? Hey, Mike Man, good to see you again. Don't be a stranger, sucker. This is a dead in the water here. We just need a mana, prismatic strands, anything. We can't finish this one up. Yeah, this thing's close to screaming. If you're just joining us, I'm playing this deck because Rally Gone, I love it. It does well for me. I always at least break even with it. But I was noticing like 80% of the time I attack through the air for the win. It's very rarely the combo. And you could argue that the combo is what kind of keeps the air open because people are so afraid of it. But I just wanted a more streamlined approach. So if we don't block this, we're at 1. And we got to block this. Any sort of pump. Vines at least gets us a 2 here. What's this? Treachery. There it is. Saved from death at least 1 turn. Prismatic Strands not going to help us too much here. Getting overwhelmed. No. And okay. Yeah. 1-1 against Stompy. Let's see if we can pull off a 3-2 instead of a dreaded 2-3. Off to the races. You know, I think Lumithread's actually kind of good in this matchup. They're good blockers. I'll lose a Battle Screech. Let me lose. Travelers are damn good blockers. Let's just do that. 3, 2, 1. Actually, I don't want to lose Cenn's Enlistment. I'll lose a Looting instead of a Screech. It did run 2 for a while there. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off. Would have been nice to get an easy matchup, but Carves is a pretty damn good player. Yes, we want to play first. Well, we've got the answer, but we don't have any offense. Ay. I'm going to use the restroom. Please discuss. I think we should scoop this. Tell me otherwise. Alright, mulligan, scoop. Probably a mole. Alright, we'll mulligan. We got 14 minutes to finish this guy off. Hopefully we can. Life, Prismatic Strands, and a journey. I like this. Good times. Thank you for that, everybody. Sorry about my bladder. The drawbacks of being live. Keep. I'll throw that on the bottom. Let's see that going either way. I like to lead with Attendant just because it's harder to set and forget. And if it's something's going to be picked off with a gut shot, I'd rather it be that than the Soul Warden because it's easier to trigger. Scuba King. Well, we only have one card that does anything. We have 6 better ones. That's right. There's something to be said for good mana base, though. So now the question. Do we journey the Ranger or do we wait for the offending Archer? This pause suggests that they have gut shot. But we're online this turn. We can always Faithless Loot, throw our strands out, journey something all in one turn. That's pretty nice. See what we can see. Down comes the Boros Garrison. I'm going to attack here. Takes. All right. The Ranger is precious. That must mean he's on one land. Hard to tell when you got him laughing. I mean, matching art. Double life coming down. This is it, baby. Win or lose. We're either in profit or we're going to kind of lose. Ooh. Look at the pain. Go and get you some. Gonna be a fun turn for Prismatic Strands next turn. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be playing Quarian Ranger. We'll save that for the Archers. If we live that long. Okay. Let's sit back. 3 cards in hand. Really want to hold that journey. Double Ranger. Not too worried. But do I block them and let the burning tree through? That's the key. It's pretty obvious what I'm holding up, or at least trying to suggest that I have up. It may change things. I'll still double block the Rangers. Here we go. The relic's problematic. Okay. That part sucks. We get rid of 1. I'll say green. We'll say red, just in case he's got shot. Like he would wait, but I kind of want to encourage him to trip that for land so that he lays off our graveyard. Tap dude. Let's press this up. I gotta get rid of 2 things. Gonna suck to lose Screech. Don't think I want to lose Screech. think I'll lose this. Drop this. At least this will tie up the mana. Not feeling the best here. We're going to take 6 next turn, but if he doesn't think fast here, we're at least going to be able to do 2 damage. Good. He didn't untap. Alright. I'll attack. I got Screech next turn to kind of reset our life, but if a archer shows up, we're in deep crap. Okay, that's fine. Got a bit of a race going here. Unless archer shows up, feeling okay. No archer. Okay. Cycle this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go get a basic red. Rub it. Play it. Reset the life. Now if we get our friend you-know-who, it's a game. In case they got Shannon, who knows? Shannon of Life's Roar. Why doesn't anybody play that anymore? Great card. 3, 6, 9, 12. So we've got game if we top deck the Rally. Another reason why I should probably run 3 and not 2. That's a pretty quick clock. Only got about 3 turns of this going on. Interesting. Alright. Going to do this just because now we're going to be able to double play our Rally if we draw it. And I can't always block. Taking 9 a turn. Assume that's a Vines. What's that? 13. Can always block. Yikes. Now we're down to 1 turn. This got sped up real fast. Yeah, I would agree, Nimchimsky. That was happening just left and right, of course, all day, all evening yesterday and all this morning. And so that's why I felt 2 was fine. I was at the very end. I was like, maybe I had a good. And I was like, no. It seems to be getting there because of the Faithless Looting, and it's. I mean, we draw it right now, we win. He could have Moment's Peace, but now we really want. You know what? That's 9. It's our only offense if that goes through. Yuck. Not good. All right. Well, we got to use them. But yeah, that would have been game with Rally. As it looks, I don't think it's going to get much further. Hopefully he might Alpha Strike. We could still maybe pull it through. Let's see. That would be these would both hit for 5 if he blocks this one. If we double flashed it back. So now I'm just sitting on hoping to pray. Maybe even Cenn's Enlistment will keep us in this. Scattershot brings down our team. But it's pointed out some, obvious flaws in the design here. Okay, so this is a no, if he plays a green creature, he has a blocker here. So, like I said, this I've killed people with Soul Sisters a lot. When you double flash back, everything hits for 5. Okay, what's the 2 going to be? This just gets us more life. Yes. Boy, this is frustrating. We're getting into that have to block phase. Couldn't have been a creature there. That would have kind of kept us alive. Let's bounce this. I think we're going to go 2-3 here, guys. Lost the first 2, won the second 2, and this looks like a flood draw out. Dang it. So there's 7. We've got to block. Man, we just got to block everything. Depressing. Block. 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 Any trick, any wins. Well, that was fun. I'm going to redesign it while we're live here, so don't go anywhere. We've got kind of a straight through show today. I'm going to try to do that a little bit more so we don't edge on the commercials so hard. But after last week's success story, yeah. All right. We'll fold it up to carves. Good job, my friend. So we're 2-3 on the day with this one. Unsettling. Bunch of crusty jugglers, I tell you. So what I want to do, let's roll over to the actual list here. I want to add one of these. Oops. Boy, okay, software. A little late to the game there. I want to add one Rally the Peasants. I want to lose both Raise the Alarms. And I'm considering, for right now, I'm going to add one more Cenn's Enlistment just for the flood issues we were having and for even more ability to just chip and throw stuff at that. I don't know, perhaps Sacred Cat would be a little bit better. I'm not quite sure. So far it seemed that way. Let me go that route just to keep the curve low. So the new list would be that. Now you could argue too that Holy Light against elves is really good, but against elves, the main thing you want to do is encapsulate their main players. But I find that if you don't put the squash on the elves real quick, it's a problem. However, we are running Prismatic Strands, so it might be better to go with a heavier journey package over the Holy Lights, relying on just the flying power and getting rid of any sort of offensive elves or the shooting them out of the sky persuasion. So for right now, I'm going to add to that and go from there. But so for right now, that's where I'm going to leave this list, and we'll see that. Oh. Yoxian, yeah, we went 2-3, unlike last week's success story, but we're playing Rogue, and I this deck's not even 24 hours old, and I just wanted to showcase a different, me and being a contrarian. Here's a Boros deck, and it doesn't have any artifacts, and it doesn't have Skyfishers, doesn't have all the normal fixins, but I'd argue it's very competitive. I've just got to get the numbers just right. So Sunlance might be a good call, but there's only so many spots in the sideboard, and I really, really want to maximize. If I go up against Angler and things like that, Journey to Nowhere has just been such an MVP over the last few years and such. So, yeah, I'm leaning pretty good on this. So let me just jump on over, just because this is a pretty fast feed. I'll just jump over to the tournament room here and see if we can hit somebody up here for a. I got too many decks here. Let's see what we got. Token Sporos. Let's go here and get in one more game here because we had that scoop, so I want to try to make it a bit more of a show. Porcupine of Death. What a great name. Porcupine of Death. Hey, let's do this here. Watch it loses again. Be like, no, not in the tournament practice room. Okay, mana's looking good. We'll keep this. Bit clunky, but it's fixed. Orum's Thunder, yes. I like those too. I have tried Orum's Thunder. I really like Orum's, God, what is it? The one that prevents 4 if you have a plane. That's pretty awesome. Depending on the right deck. Ooh, Infect. This will be fast. Hey, look at this. Our life gain doesn't even matter. Oh, well, at least we drew a plane. I'll say that much. Well, I can block with this, that's for sure. This will be a fast one. Probably doesn't expect Prismatic Strands in our hand. Oh, looks like he's going on the slower variety with regards to... Ooh, never mind. Look at that. A flyer. Yowza. With the... This is probably running... What is it? Blighted Agent for the green there. Okay, looks like you got us here. I'll drop a Hawk next turn. Forsaking our... Alright, we'll just keep this rolling. Wish we see if we didn't have, if this was another card, we could pitch the Prismatic Strands and we'd be a little bit safer. Not much. This will make for a very entertaining match, which is what I'm all about. I did have a lot of fun last week with Mezzo's list. That was I was very tempted to play it in another place, but you know me. I was like, I already did that. Wonder if he's made any changes to it. The only change I would have made, I think maybe just because of the meta, is lost a what was the matchup that seemed easiest? I just felt like it needed one Stormbound Geist in the sideboard, but can't quite remember what the card was. I was thinking of losing for it, but well, unless we see Trample, I'm just going to keep blocking here. We'll cycle. No, we won't. We'll just play Ash Barrens. Yeah, we got... No, it was just Blue Delver last week. Yeah, we went 5-0. That was pretty fun. This is a strange play. You must have a gut shot or some way of bouncing it. Oh, okay. Getting through old school, Apostle's Blessing style. Protection from black. Okay. That's interesting. We'll block that all day long. It's kind of a 2-for-1 when it comes to Infect. Actually, that's like a 3-for-1. Let's see. Normally, I would not do this, but I'm just going to play this because of the explosive power of Infect. I'll attack since that has flying. Makes it look like we're kind of screwed on stuff. If you played Bloodbriar RG deck, looks strong but needs some work. Yeah, I like the look of it a lot. I don't know why they don't just throw some hexproof critters in there. Or the Foundry Street Denizen too. I mean, it's like when somebody does it, then it's going to be kind of the oh, that's okay to do it? Now we'll brew that way. It's like, be the first. Take chances out there, people. One of the reasons I like playing Rogue and just kind of showing off stuff that doesn't always have to be a slam dunk, man. It's all about the creative process and getting things rolling. Boy, this guy's on tilt, I think. I can't really do anything end of turn, unfortunately. And it really stultifies our turn there, doesn't it? All right. Oh, I should have dropped this if I wasn't playing Infect, but that's just a blocker at this stage in a deck that can't be blocked. See, the problem I have with Simic Infect is that you can just do this staying in green with Treetop Bracers, and it adds... well, this does too. Same mana, pretty close to the same ability. Yeah, I want to use it just out of habit. Here we go. I'll play this just because. And then I will drop the Garrison. If we live through the turn, we'll be able to do stuff. Oops, should have attacked. Now we both punted. And Chimsky says, I'm trying a combination of a Tog Blue Blair and a Timir Battle Rage without goblins and loads of artifacts. Very interesting. Ooh, this is going to hurt. Any other tricks? I think he's got this one. That'll teach me for tapping out, thinking I can do something here, right? At least I can block this. That's 4. I don't know if 2 and a colorless gets you. Yeah, Giant Growth almost gets you there. Booyah! It'll get him there next turn. Okay. So we're going to need 3 for Prismatic Strands. We're going to need 2 to block with, just to stay alive. This cruel world. Alrighty. See on that. And my littlest is finally over all his funk. He had the flu and then turned into a cough. If you watch us on Facebook, we were playing Magic the other day while he was staying home from school. Always a good selfish way for a dad to bond with his boy, right? My oldest, almost a senior in high school now, he's a little too cool for Magic. I never was. Of course, I think it was the year after high school was when Magic came out, so always fun to do that. But I'd like some sort of buffer here. Even here, if I had the Rally the Peasants, that'd be nice. Okay, we're going to drop this and say blue, of all things. Who would have thought that would be keeping us alive against Infect? Yep, he's got us. Good for him. I was just going to say, Spell Pierce is very common in that list, so they take game 1. The beatings continue. Let's not forget we do have 3 of these in this list. Holy Light's going to really shine here, but Journey is going to shine probably even better. So Standard Bearer. Hello. Every once in a while this does this. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Hello. All right. Well, it's probably already in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, it isn't. Why would I want to hide something? Can we put it in there? Isn't that weird? Let's put in 3 of those. I guess it just doesn't want us to do that. Okay. Well, we want early blockers, but life gain isn't that paramount here. I'm going to lose all of our Lumithreads. I doubt they're running a Sandstorm. Holy Light's cool. This is a nice little boom. Sends Enlistment. I'm going to pitch. Soul's Attendant. I'm going to pitch. I would really like to get this last Journey in there. Journey in there. Journey in there. Come on. What is going on here? Okay, let's see. Let's just look for white cards. Okay, never mind that. Reset all filters. Where did our cards go? This is strange. White. Reset all filters. List view. Okay. Why do I have to jump through this many hoops? Well, I've got 60. It's not showing up there now. I hate that. I tried to drag it. You saw me do it. Flashback of Prismatic. Yeah, that's why we got all these white creatures. Let's see. What else? All right. Let's see if we get lucky. What a spicy matchup. Be happy to lose to this deck. All right. I'll say yes. Little clunky. We've got the bear. Would really like it if we draw a basic next. We'll keep it. We got a target. I'm thinking Holy Light. What do you guys think of Holy Light? I'm thinking I had to just switch them for just a full play set of Journeys. You know, that's the first thing I did was I dragged it and it didn't work out, and then the numbers weren't justified. But then when I refreshed it, it said that there was 60 and 15 again. So I was like, all right, oh my gosh, poor guy went to two cards. Been there, Porcupine of Death. Good lordy. Porcupine. That'd be like the quills would have little prosciutto blasts, right? Pow! Shoot you with some tasty meats. Porcupine. It sounds like a magic card. Well, it would be nourishment, so it'd probably fall under white or green, right? Okay, same sort of deal here. I'm going to keep this. Yeah, my first version had no Ash Barrens, but it had Survivor encampments. I think one less Karoo land. But Methodical, if you follow us on Facebook, I posted a link to his little math calculator quiz thing, and it doesn't sound like fun, but it's very enlightening to take your mana base through that and arrive at something that needs 3 different color lands, and you're almost guaranteed to get them on turn 3 if you know how to use that calculator well. It's very, very impressive. And just game after game with Rally gone, you're like, whoa, wow, hey, it works. I just have enough. Look at that, it's there. And then when you get the extras, you start playing with Retrace, my favorite card of all time, or my favorite mechanic of all time. I'm in a bad habit of playing Soul Warden there. Guess it's not the wrong play. Got to get something out. What's this, Ichor Mer maybe? Nope. Well, we like this because next turn we can play either our Journey to Nowhere, or our Standard Bearer, or our Standard Bearer and a Pyroblast. That'd be pretty fun. We'll see. Game 2 didn't really even count though. Ugh. Ugh, that sucks in a lot of ways. You spelled it right too, being that they're in Simic. 3 lands. Uh-oh. Oh boy, been there. He's probably got a handful of pump and all kinds of good times, but it's going to be a little too late. Too late here. We'll drop this. Might get a concession if he doesn't have preparations for it. Might be leaning on like Spell Pierce or Counter Magic to deal. Nope. Always yield. Not that we're going to need the life as we go get some more. Actually, I think the Cenn's over the cat is the call for the overhaul of this deck for that last spot. Let me jump over there real quick while we're waiting on our opponent. Let's add one of these and one less cat. Both targets of throwing stuff out, but alright. Well, this is getting kind of silly. Gosh, I wish I had. Just to basically drew like all of our double bounce lands here in a row. Crazy. This up. At least we got Pyroblast if he drops a island and tries to infiltrate us with some sort of technology. We'll see. Not sure what to play next week. I might go back to, might try Gone. I was about to play Gone today, and then I just kind of got this, hey, what if I try this sort of vibe? And well, we saw how that went, but that was a lot of fun. All right, let's at least try to shut the door. Boy, all 4 garrisons. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Man, and we've got 3 of the rallies, and we still haven't seen them. Maybe I go to 4. Did I say basically? I better not have, and that one didn't count. I hate the B word. I gotta owe people some cards if I let that one slip. All right. Been there. I've been here so often with it. In fact, I feel this guy's pain or girl's pain. It's such a kick in the crotch. That's right, Wang Chung. I never say it. Ah! All right. Boom, boom. I didn't cast it intentionally. 6, 2, 4, 5. We've got counter and we've got journey. Who knows? Maybe he's running Sandstorm. I think when Deluxe was talking about the B word, not drawing Rally the Peasants. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'll have to rewind it and see if I committed the capital offense. It is to me anyway. I'm sorry about that, Superfan. Don't let it turn you off. Methodical has amazing videos. You definitely want to catch them all. It's a pet peeve of mine, and I hear it everywhere, and especially like in broadcasting and when I'm editing people, especially the younger generation. Oh my God, it's like, guys, find another word. It's like when I first started Pauperganda, I actually asked you guys to call me out on things I was saying too often, and I would make a list off to the side, and I'd like Pavlovian dog style would almost like pinch myself when I'd say it, just to kind of force myself to kind of try to be a little bit better of a, I guess if you want to call it a broadcast twitch or whatever you want, whatever the term is there. So for now, I'm going to go for a full set of these. I think I might even move a journey or 2 into the main deck, but I really like having anti-electricity insurance. It didn't help in that game 1 or 2, but for right now, that's where I'm going to leave it here, guys. Yes, Methodical has amazing videos. Make sure to check him out, especially the, I was encouraging him too, and he's already done a few, but he might revisit them, he said, to just kind of go over the process. Like he just showed me, which is one of the reasons I picked up Soul Sisters style decks again, and we started talking about Gond again, is I was asking him, if they had any tips about, because sometimes I would get lost in the shuffle of, Jesus, my phone is just going crazy. I would just get lost in the shuffle of gaining life creatures and where to stack them, and things would go all haywire. And he was like, well, if you go right to left and click them as they come along and this, that, and the other, and set your stops automatically, which is everybody knows, but it all worked out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to answer my many phone calls, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place on Pauperganda. Stay lovely out there. I'm going to end up with a little bragging of the format here, and we will see you next time on Pauperganda.
Master, what format is best?
Let me show you. Vintage is very powerful. Legacy too. Modern is strong. There's standard. But the king of them all is Pauper.
How do you like that?
Ha ha ha!